Kuzu Zangpo, welcome to Bhutan e-learning project. I am Mishi Chodin. I will take you all through maths lesson for Key Stage 4, that is for classes 9 and 10. In this lesson, we will discuss on the volume of 3D shapes. So what is volume? The volume is the measurement of the amount of space that the 3D shape occupies. So let's move on with the volume of prism. So let's discuss some of the features of prism. So the first feature is that the prisms have two congruent bases and lateral faces are in rectangular shape. So the concept of calculating the volume of prism is similar to how you calculate the volume of rectangle base prism. So in your previous grades, you have learned how to calculate the volume of cube, cuboid, and rectangle-based prism. So in this lesson, we will learn how to calculate the volume of regular polygon-based prism. How do we calculate the volume for rectangle-based prism? So here we have a rectangle-based prism whose height is 25 units, whose length is 8 units, and whose width is 5 units. So how do we calculate its volume? The volume of rectangle-based prism is area of base by height of the prism, which can be also written as AH in short. And the unit for the volume is cubic unit. So the volume of the given rectangle prism will be equals to 5 by 8 by 25, which gives us 1000 cubic units. Let's consider an example of regular polygon-based prism. So here we have a regular polygon-based prism. So we can call this prism as pentagon-based prism. So how can we calculate the volume of this pentagon-based prism? We can calculate it as area of the base by height of the prism. So in the diagram, the height of the prism is 6 centimeter and the length of the side is 5.8 centimeter and its apotome is 4 centimeter. So apotome is something new. So what is apotome? The distance from the center of the base to the midpoint of the edges of the base is called apotome. So this particular information is useful when we calculate the area of the base. So to calculate the volume of the prism, we need to have the area of the base and the height. Height is already there in the figure, so we need to know the area of the base. So how do we calculate the area of a polygon? So we'll take the base separately to understand it better. So it is a pentagon. So when we separate the base, we can see that we can divide the base into 5 congruent triangles. 5 congruent triangles. So here the apotome acts as the height of the triangle in the base. So how do we calculate the area of a triangle? You all already know how to calculate the area of a triangle. It is half base by height. So the area of the base would be equals to half base is 5.8 by 4, height of the triangle at the base, by 5, because there are 5 such congruent triangles. So the area of the base is 58 centimeter square. So we substitute the value for the area of the base in the formula for the volume of prism. So when we substitute the value, we get 58 by 6, which is equals to 348 centimeter cube. So the volume of this pentagon base prism is 348 centimeter cube. Now let's move on with the volume of pyramid. So let's look at some of the features of pyramid. Pyramid has an apex and a base, and the lateral faces of the pyramid is in triangular shape. And we also name pyramids according to their base. Now to understand the concept of calculating volume of pyramid, let's conduct an experiment. In this experiment, we need 2 containers with different 3D shapes. One with square-based pyramid and other one is a square-based prism container. But the containers should have same base area and height. Now let's fill the square-based prism container with water using the square base pyramid. So let's see what happens. So in the first fill, the square base prism is not full. So let's fill for the second time. It is still not full. Let's fill once more. Now we see that the square base prism is full. So what did we observe? We observed that it takes 3 square base pyramid full of water to fill square based prism container. So what conclusion can we draw? The conclusion that we can draw is that the volume of pyramid equals to thrice the volume of pyramid, which can also be understood as volume of pyramid is equals to 1/3 of volume of prism. And further it can be simplified as volume of pyramid equals to 1/3 of area of base by height of the prism cubic units. So this is how we calculate the volume of pyramid. Now let's move on with volume of cylinder. Again, let's look at some of the features of cylinder. We cannot consider cylinder as a prism because of its circular base and curved lateral face. And similar to prism, cylinder too has 2 congruent bases. Now, the concept of calculating the volume of cylinder is similar to how we calculate the volume of prism. So volume of cylinder would be equals to area of the base by height of the cylinder. So here the value for A can be replaced with pi r square, which is used to calculate the area of a circular base. So it can be replaced with pi r square. So we can write the formula for volume of cylinder as pi r square h cubic units. Now let's move on with volume of cone. So again, let's look at the features of cone. It has a circular base and an apex. And it cannot be again called as a pyramid because of its circular base and curved lateral face. Now, to understand the concept on how to calculate, let us conduct another experiment, this time using conical container and cylindrical container whose base area and height are same. So this time we are going to fill up the cylindrical container with water using the conical container. So let's do the first filling. We see that the cylinder is not full. Let's pour the water for the second time. Still it is not full. So let's pour it for the third time. Now we can see that the cylinder is full. So what did we observe? We observed that it takes 3 conical containers to fill up the cylindrical container. So what can we draw from this experiment? The conclusion that we can draw from this experiment is that volume of cylinder is equals to thrice the volume of cone. And in other words, it can be understood as volume of cone is equals to 1/3 of volume of cylinder, which can be written as volume of cone equals to 1/3 of pi r square h cubic units. Pi r square h is how we calculate the volume of cylinder. Now, let's move on with volume of sphere. So, we need to conduct another experiment again to understand how to calculate volume of sphere. This time we will use spherical container and a conical container, but the condition here is the radius and the height of a conical container should be equal to the radius of the spherical container. Again, we are going to fill up the spherical container with water from the conical container. So let's see what happens in the first fill. We see that the spherical container is not full. So let's fill it for the second time. Now we see that it is full. So what did you observe? We observed that it takes 2 conical containers of water to fill the spherical container. So what conclusion can we draw from this experiment? We can conclude that the volume of sphere is twice the volume of cone. So, or in other words, we can understand it as volume of sphere equals to twice 1/3 of pi r square h. So if we simplify further, we can replace the value of h with 2r, because the height of the sphere is twice its radius. And the final formula for calculating the volume of sphere would be 4/3 pi r cube cubic units. So this is how we can calculate the volume of sphere. So we came up with the formula for calculating the volume of prism, volume of pyramid, volume of cylinder, volume of cone, and volume of sphere. Now let us solve a problem on volume of 3D shape. So we have a situation here. Tashi plans to build a stupa. His design consists of a cone, a square base prism, and a hemisphere. Estimate the amount of clay that he would require. So you can see the design here, where the topmost design is a cone followed by a square base prism and a hemisphere. So to calculate the amount of clay required to build this stupa, we need to find the volume of cone, volume of square base prism, and the volume of hemisphere. So first let's calculate the volume of cone. So how do we calculate the volume of cone? The volume of cone is equals to 1/3 of pi r square h. So you need to substitute the value of r and h from the design. So when we substitute the value, we get volume of cone equals to 1/3 by pi by the radius. The value of the radius is 3, since the diameter of the cone is 6. So radius is equals to half the diameter. So that's why the value of r is 3. 3 square by height of the cone is 15. So the volume of the cone is 141.37 centimeter cube. Next, we need to find the volume of square based prism. How do we calculate the volume of square base prism? Volume of square base prism is equals to area of the base by height of the prism. So what is the area of the base? So the side length of the base is 6 centimeter. So it would be 6 by 6 by 3. Height of the prism is 3. So it would be 6 by 6 by 3. So the volume of prism is 108 centimeter cube. Next, we need to find the volume of hemisphere. Hemisphere is half of sphere. What could be the formula to find the volume of hemisphere? Volume of hemisphere equals to 4/3 pi r cube divided by 2. Since it is half the sphere. So we'll substitute the value for r. So what is the radius of the sphere? We know the diameter. So the radius would be 18. Half of 36 is 18. So the volume of the hemisphere would be 4/3 by pi by 18 cube divided by 2, which we get it as 12,214.51 centimeter cube. Therefore, the volume of this stupa would be the total of volume of cone, volume of prism, and the volume of hemisphere. So when we total the volume, we get it as 12,463.88 centimeter cube. Hence, Tashi would require 12,463.88 centimeter cube of clay to build the stupa. Now I have few questions for you all to try on your own to check your understanding on today's topic. The first question is, Determine the volume of the building. You can see a building with the given dimension. Question 2, calculate the volume of steel that would be needed to make 1,000 of these regular hexagon base nuts with dimensions as shown below. Question 3, the feeding trough is filled with water for animals to drink. When the trough is empty, its mass is 3.7 kg. When it is full of water, the mass is 32.6 kg. Part A, what is the capacity of the trough in liters? About how long is the trough? Question 4, the pyramid on top of a clock tower is 120 centimeter tall and has a square base with 3 meter sides. What is the volume of this pyramid in cubic meters? Question 5, a football with diameter 22.28 centimeter fits tightly inside a cube. Part A, what is the volume of the ball? Part B, what is the volume of the cube? Part C, approximately how many times larger is the cube than the ball? So these are some of the questions I expect you all to try on your own to check your understanding on today's lesson. With this, thank you for attending this lesson.